In what may be the most humiliating display of desperation yet, Meghan Markle has once again stumbled headfirst into ridicule, this time courtesy of a painfully awkward, clearly staged Easter video featuring a duck. Yes, a duck. Clumsily choreographed, cringe-inducing, and void of any authentic warmth, the bizarre footage has lit up social media for all the wrong reasons. And make no mistake, this wasn't an innocent family moment gone viral. This was a calculated, manipulative attempt by Meghan to appear relatable and whimsical, and it backfired catastrophically. The Duchess-turned-failed actress may have once played a paralegal on cable television, but this latest performance proves what many have long suspected: she simply can't act. Not on screen, not off screen, not in real life, and certainly not in whatever fantasy world she's trying to project on Instagram. The Easter duck debacle, an awkwardly edited video of Meghan interacting with a duck while giggling and feigning surprise like someone who's never seen a barnyard animal before, was meant to showcase a lighthearted, maternal side of Meghan. Instead, it exposed the bottomless well of her performative insincerity. From the way she carefully posed for the camera to the overly theatrical gasps and laughter, it all reeked of a woman painfully trying to sell a version of herself that the public simply isn't buying anymore. This is not Meghan's first public relations disaster masked as an authentic moment. Time and time again, she's attempted to curate these faux intimate glimpses into her private life, only to be caught manipulating the narrative. Whether it's placing carefully arranged items in the background of her Zoom calls to send subliminal branding messages, or staging photos of herself reading to her children in pristine white shirts because apparently toddlers never spill, Meghan's obsession with image control is undeniable. What makes the Easter video particularly embarrassing is how transparent the stunt is. Critics and viewers alike have pointed out how Meghan's interaction with the duck felt more like an off-brand audition tape for a children's show than a genuine family moment. Her exaggerated facial expressions and mechanical laughter screamed acting, and not the convincing kind. More like the try-hard, over-rehearsed type that might earn a D- at a first-year drama school. For someone who proudly touts her background as a professional actress, Meghan's lack of believability in real life has become increasingly difficult to ignore. Her facial expressions rarely match the emotion she's attempting to portray, and her tone shifts awkwardly between victimhood and moral superiority. Watching Meghan deliver her lines, whether it's a podcast, interview, or photo op, often feels like enduring a middle school theater production masquerading as an Oscar-worthy performance. This Easter video simply underscores a growing consensus among critics and former colleagues. Meghan Markle's acting skills are, at best, mediocre. Her former Suits co-stars have noticeably distanced themselves from her. Most decline to speak about her during the show's resurgence on Netflix, and when they do, their praise feels forced and generic, hardly the glowing endorsements you'd expect for a beloved former colleague. Even veteran actress and homemaking mogul Martha Stewart couldn't help but throw subtle shade recently, mocking Meghan's artificial lifestyle branding and contrived public persona. Stewart's recent remarks about authenticity and how real people don't stage their Easter mornings like a commercial were widely interpreted as a direct jab at Meghan's duck debacle. Let's not forget the context here. Meghan and Prince Harry have been hemorrhaging public support ever since their Netflix documentary and the publication of Harry's memoir Spare. Their carefully crafted victim narrative has worn thin, with even progressive commentators growing tired of their endless grievances. The duck video isn't just a bad attempt at holiday cheer, it's symbolic of Meghan's spiraling credibility. Once hailed as a modernizer who would breathe fresh air into the royal family, Meghan is now more commonly viewed as a self-absorbed influencer clinging to relevance. The transition from Duchess to content creator hasn't been smooth. Their Spotify deal was unceremoniously axed after a lackluster performance. The Archetypes podcast was panned for being shallow and repetitive. Her animated Netflix show Pearl was scrapped before it even aired. These aren't just artistic failures, they are glaring indicators of a woman who, despite her ambition, lacks the creative or emotional depth to connect with audiences. Meghan Markle's biggest flaw isn't her desire for fame, it's her belief that she can manipulate her way into universal adoration. The Easter video wasn't an innocent gaffe, it was yet another brick in the crumbling wall of her self-made mythology. In her mind, she is a relatable mom, a humanitarian, a feminist icon, and a misunderstood princess all at once. But the reality is far less flattering. She's a woman who, even when surrounded by handlers and PR consultants, can't seem to land a single genuine moment. In the same week that the video surfaced, multiple critics noted how eerily similar Meghan's duck video was to scenes from children's programming and viral TikToks designed for clout chasing, not connection. Some even compared her forced interactions to AI-generated content, hollow, uncanny, and emotionally off. That perhaps is the most damning comparison of all. Meghan Markle has become indistinguishable from a persona cooked up by an algorithm. Public fatigue is real. Americans and Britons alike are growing exhausted by the constant theatrics. You can only play the misunderstood outsider card so many times before people start asking why the pattern keeps repeating. The Easter duck video wasn't mocked because it featured a duck. It was mocked because it exposed Meghan, yet again, as someone who desperately wants to be liked, admired, and celebrated but has no idea how to achieve that through sincerity. The video was an insult to the intelligence of the very audience she's trying to win back. People know what authenticity looks like, and they know when it's being faked. It's tempting to laugh off the duck video as a minor gaffe or another tone-deaf attempt at relatability. But in the broader context of Meghan Markle's public trajectory, it's a symbol of her fundamental disconnect from the world around her. She doesn't understand or refuses to accept that the public no longer sees her as the wronged royal or the brave escapee. They see her as a chronic performer addicted to the spotlight but unable to deliver the performance the world actually wants. Once upon a time, Meghan Markle had a chance to forge a powerful legacy, a biracial woman navigating the stiff, antiquated halls of the British monarchy and reshaping the narrative. But that legacy has been drowned in self-pity, entitlement, and a laughably poor sense of timing. A duck waddling through an overproduced Easter shoot might seem trivial, but when Meghan Markle is involved, even the smallest missteps reveal the gaping flaws in her empire of illusion. This isn't about a duck. This is about the slow, humiliating collapse of a brand built on fabrication, victimhood, and theatrical mediocrity. The only thing more shocking than Meghan's inability to act is the fact that she still believes the public doesn't notice. Spoiler alert, we do.